Hey guys, welcome back to Little Piece of Heaven Farm. Today I'm out here to put something new on my truck here. This is a Ram 3500 2026, and what I've got here is a bed cover for it. It's from RealTruck Roll-N-Lock bed cover, and the reason why I decided to get one so we could have this covered up while we're traveling around. What's good about it is, though, if I have my fifth wheel air hooked up, it'll cover up to here, so I can at least get almost half my bed covered on travel days. But once I get to a campsite or a campground or whatnot, an RV park, and get the trailer all set up and unhooked, then I could cover the rest of the bed when we go traveling around sightseeing. And this bed cover will prevent water from getting to it. I mean, none of these bed covers are 100% waterproof. I mean, the tailgate would be your main source where you might get a little bit of water here at the tailgate area. And any water you get on top of the bed cover and the rails will go towards the back into the can that we have here, and then it'll drain water out from there. And it's kind of like a thief deterrent. I mean, it does lock, so, and it'd be a little difficult for them to break into. They'll more likely just move on and do an easier target, like those soft rolls covers. You know, someone just take a knife and cut into that fabric. So this is a hard cover here. All right, let's break into this and see what we all got. You see, it's very well protected. So it all came in the first package. Got some clamps, a little bit of protectant, some here. And here's the canister with the roll inside there already in it. This is pretty heavy, so it'd probably be a good idea to have two people to handle this. Sure enough, it's the rails. Didn't come with any instructions. You have to go onto there to get them. I don't know why they just can't just go ahead and include the instructions in there instead of, oh well, that's what they want you to do. Your QR code to get their instructions. Alright, I got the instructions downloaded and printed off. And it gives you all the parts list that should come with it. Now, seeing how I don't have a bed liner on here, I have that spray on stuff, I don't have a bed liner. So I skip all this and go to 1C. And 1C tells you to cover the stake hole here in the back if you wanted to, which I'm not. You can go ahead and leave them as is. Then step 2, get these mounting flange. When you put these on here, you want this to go all the way to the front, to the side, and looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, there's 5 screws here. You gotta mount them on there with. And the reason why you have to put these mounting flange on here, as you can see, it's wide at the top, narrows down. Because if you were to measure your truck, you'll see that the up front there is 65 inches wide, while the rear is like 62 inches wide. And hence why they have this on here to keep everything straight when you pull that bed cover across. So go ahead and get this mounted up there. Right, in order to install our flange here, this little piece right here will slide over on top of that. And to keep things level, got myself a little straight edge here, spans clear across the bed to the truck. And it's going to take 5 self-tapping screws. step is to get this installed all the way towards the front. Well, I got it up there, but it would be best with 2 people. That's pretty heavy. Next up, and go ahead and unlock this to the 10 o'clock position. See it there, it's unlocked. Then you might go ahead and grab one of the rails. That will go on, this here would be on the passenger side. And you want to push this forward. Make sure this rail is pushed in all the way till it butts up to here. And there's a little nipple here that goes inside the canister. And those holes right here line up with the canister's hole. Put that screw in there. And put this on the back side of it and screw it down, and that'll lock it in. And you're going to want to close your tailgate, and you want to push this towards the tailgate till this contacts the tailgate. And then you'll be good to go to put these clamps on. All right, time to put some of these clamps on. The one that has 2 written on it, they go on the back of the truck. One goes clear to the front of the truck. The ones that has an X written on it goes in the middle. You just want to put them on there loosely for now. And once you've got those loosely fitted in there, you want to go ahead and measure across here. It should be 59 1/4. From front to back. Then you could go ahead and close the tailgate, and then move the rails and the canister this way towards the tailgate, because this has to be flush to your tailgate. And then you could go ahead and tighten down those clamps. There you go. Seems to be a pretty good fit. I have noticed one thing though. This one here is nice and flat straight across, while this side here is lifted up. I don't know if it has something to do with how the truck was put together. But this piece here does seem to be sitting a little lower than here. While on this side seems to be pretty straight across. Well, anyhow, according to the instructions, they do say that if you do have an angle where it lifts up like this here is higher than here, there's a little spacer in there that you have to remove that will lower this down. So we'll go ahead and open this up and check that out. All right, got this side a lot closer. I think I could live with that, and I'll show you what I did to get to that point. First off, I took the spacer out. That helped quite a bit. Also on the back side here, I stuck a bolt nut through there, a bolt through there to kind of hold this clamp over to the right, and that seemed to pull this down where it's flusher to the tailgate. It's not perfect, but it's way better than it was. Got this side a lot closer. I think I could live with that. Okay, now once you got the canister shoved to the back towards the tailgate where this rail hits the tailgate, once you found that position, you got all your clamps on the rails all tightened down, and you want to go ahead put some self-tapping screw in here into the bulkhead, or into this actually in that flange that you installed the first part of the instructions, and that will secure the canister down. There you go. I got the cover on, and there's screws at both sides that you have to install. It's looking good. Now I got to put the cover for this. All right. One of these rubber washers will go on here between this and this flange. It's kind of like a kick plate. You rather have, if you accidentally threw something on there too hard up against it, you rather have this dented than your canister. It kind of protects your canister. That's all installed. That'll prevent the canister from getting dented, kind of like a bumper. There you go. Got the drain hooked up. In case any moisture gets inside the canister, it'll drain out there. The pull strap, it's hooked to here. You just grab onto it and pull it closed. And this cover here also locks. There, that way nobody could slide it open. And plus that, my truck has a lock on the tailgate. And if your truck doesn't lock the tailgate, they do have a part that you could order that you have to install inside, where this will also lock up on your tailgate so someone can't open your tailgate. But my truck tailgate locks, and the truck bed here locks. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by and checking out my video how I installed this RealTruck Roll-N-Lock cover here for my 3500 Ram. This is a 2026 model, limited Longhorn edition. Fits, works, everything's good to go. And yeah, also their customer support is awesome. I did have some question on there, called them up, and they answered me right off the bat. And they were even going to replace a part, but we got it worked out and figured it out and got it working. So anyhow, I'll leave a link below where I got this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.